Should be in present mode. You guys should be able to see that. So very simple. I mean, obviously the business is called Bitnamix. You guys saw it right behind me on the screen behind me. Bitnamix is a business. It's an amazing brand, amazing name. It's worldwide opportunity. It's also with the king of crypto, which is Bitcoin. Look, I'm a part, for those of you in my income club, for those of you who've worked with me in other businesses or currently working with me in other businesses as well as Alfredo, you guys know about smart contracts and the new things that's been happening in the crypto world. Lots of people making a lot of crypto with that. Understand, Bitnamix is Bitcoin. This is the king of crypto. There is no other cryptocurrency we're using here. We're working with the biggest and the best, which is Bitcoin. Now, this isn't a smart contract. I do want to stress this is different from smart contracts. You're going to start to see a lot of the pros and the differences that makes Bitnamix unique to anything you probably would have seen or probably involved at this current time. So the business overview, very simply, Bitnamix is the first fully decentralized Bitcoin unilevel and matrix opportunity in the world, of its kind in the world. It's already recognized by many experts as a true disruptor in the cryptocurrency and online direct marketing space globally, because that's the beauty of cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. As long as you have Wi-Fi, as long as you have an internet connection, and you have a device, a mobile device, or a desktop or laptop, you're able to get into this business and earn Bitcoin. Bitnamix's dynamic opportunity provides all of the above, giving you the confidence of knowing your Bitcoin is safe on this award-winning platform. You're going to learn about instant payouts. There's no hold, no admin here holding on to your Bitcoin. On the matrix, when someone lands on your specific position, whether through spillover or any which one of the ways, which you'll learn about, you are paid instantly. No waiting for cycle, no waiting for someone to let it go, no waiting for Monday or Friday or the 15th or the 30th of the month. You are paid instantly with your Bitcoin on the matrix. We'll talk about the unilevel when we get to that here shortly. Bitnamix combines all the best of the world's profitability, sustainability, trustability, accountability, and integrity to the fullest here within Bitnamix. We're very transparent. We're here to show this opportunity and be here for the long run. And you're going to learn very early on in this presentation why I say that for the long run. Many other businesses out there are really not built and created for the long run. As many of you who've been in this industry know, businesses come and go, and that's based on the way they set up their comp plan or their system. Now, why Bitnamix? Very, very simple. It's simple. That's all we can tell you. We never touch your Bitcoin. You're paid instantly. All transactions are in real time and instant. Your privacy is held in confidence 1000%. All transactions are obviously all open source on the world's blockchain. And then there's just a guaranteed residual income for all members as you and your team builds and grows the business. So what we're going to go into is the 6th level unilevel. And I want you to pay close attention to this because this is what I believe is the disruptor in Bitnamix and what really differentiates itself from any other opportunity that's out there. The 6th level unilevel is a monthly residual. It costs $25 every single month to stay active in Bitnamix. However, before you wonder and think about, well, wait a second, now I have to pay every single month $25. Folks, that $25 that you pay to get active, 95% of that is being paid out to you. It's going back out to the field. It's paid out in 6 levels deep. So this first aspect or compensation from Bitnamix is truly a team builder. It's not one where it's just about your sales or what you're doing. It's about what you're doing and what you're helping your team do as well, because that 95% is broken up in between 6 total levels. Your first levels are who you personally bring in. So you get started today, you pay your $25 in Bitnamix, and let's say you activate 4 or 5 matrices, which you'll learn about those here shortly. But you get started, and then you start telling a couple other people about the business, and you get a few people who sign up directly under you. Well, that's your first level. So that means every single time that your directs pay that $25 monthly fee, you get paid 3% of that $25. Now, I want to tell you, that's paid to you instantly every day they pay their $25. It's not the 30th of the month, the 15th of the month. Let's say someone gets started today with you, and that's the, what's today, the 15th? I don't even know what today's date is. The 19th? 15th. So today's the 15th of October. So if your team member gets started today, it's the 15th of October. You get 3% this 15th. You'll get 3% the following 15th. But if you sign somebody up, again, on the 17th, Well, now you have a monthly residual paid out to you on the 15th and on the 17th, and so on and so forth. Your second level is going to go up a bit and pay you 5%. Your second level are simply the people that were brought in by your first level. So your direct sales, the direct people you brought in, as they start to grow their business, because they're incentivized, they want to grow, they want to make the Bitcoins that they see lots of people having in Bitnamix, lots of people creating in Bitnamix, they want to continue to grow. Well, your second level, when they fall in there, that's 5% you make of that $25. Your third level is 7%. Your fourth level is 13%. Your fifth level is 25%. And the sixth level is 42%. Now, you might be looking at this and wondering, well, about why are my directs maybe only 3%? You know, you're thinking about it and say, well, that's pretty low. Well, the reality of it is there's going to be more work and there's going to be more people the higher the level you go, because there's more people in higher levels. Remember, your first level only consists of people you directly do. There's a limit to what you can do at the end of the day. However, you could possibly have dozens of people in your second, third, or fourth level, which would also bring in dozens and dozens or hundreds of people in your fourth, fifth, or sixth level, like I'll share with you just in this diagram or this picture right here. As you can see, you're at the top. That's level 0. That's you. But your first level, the red circle, the red oval, that's your direct partner. So in this illustration, in this diagram, I'm just showing you how 5 people that you bring yourself, how those 5 people can turn into what, 10 people based off of those 5 people's efforts. Because, you know, if you right now you're watching this, answer the question below and I'll watch for your response. But is it easier for you to bring in 5 people yourself by yourself, or would it be easier for 5 different people to each bring in 1 person? It's much easier for someone to bring in 1 than to bring in 5 people. But as you continue to grow and your team duplicates, you're going to find yourself in this situation or this diagram, not specifically the same exact, but just an example of how that percentage, if I go back, why that percentage is higher the deeper the levels you go with, because you can potentially build yourself a ridiculous amount of residual income, which will show here in a few more diagrams on here. So now first, what does maintaining my active membership do? A lot of people say, well, I pay $25 a month. I understand that. 95% of that goes back to the field. It's getting paid up 6 levels above me. Same thing with you. It's going to pay down 6 levels below you to infinity wide. As you see here, it's to infinity. There is no maximum of people that can go on your first level, your second, your third, your fourth, your fifth, or sixth. It's unlimited. You can only go down 6 generations or 6 levels. However, you can build this wide, or you and your team can build this as wide to infinity. So there's no limit on how many people can fall on each one of the levels. Now, what's also involved, or what's also included in that monthly membership? Well, you get access to the back office, obviously. You get access to the marketing system, which is very, very close to getting launched. As we said, we're still in pre-launch. We'll be having a full system worldwide launch very, very soon with the marketing system included. It also qualifies you for what you're going to hear about here momentarily. It qualifies you for earning that 2x2 matrix commissions, which is powerful in itself, aside from the unilevel, which also qualifies you for the unilevel by being active with that $25 membership. You also get access to the Telegram chat, access to the Facebook group, access to the proprietary Bitnamix training, which is launched. It's been launched for a few weeks, and more trainings are being added to that website as we speak. And it pays members residuals. Understand that $25 is getting split up 95% in 6 levels for six levels above you, and for you for 6 levels below you. Now, here's an example, and I like to show this because I think this should excite just about anyone. Now, I'm going to stress with you the prices, or the $195,000 you see on the right side. That's based on the Bitcoin at $10,150. Well, the amazing thing of Bitnamix is we earn Bitcoin here. You pay in Bitcoin, we pay, and they pay out in Bitcoin. Right now, Bitcoin is over 11 grand, I believe, as of today. This illustration is only showing at $10,150. So for those of you who've already locked in and you secured your position, you already got in at a lower price because you got started in Bitnamix when it was at around 10,100, 10,300. Now it's at 11,000. So it's crucial that you get started as fast as possible and as early as possible in order to lock in at the lower prices, because there is going to be a bull run to Bitcoin at some point in the near future where it could even be worth 2 times, 3 times, maybe even 5 times more than what it's currently at right now. But in this illustration here, I want to show you the power of the unilevel by itself. This isn't with the 2x2 matrix that you're going to learn about here momentarily. This is the power of the unilevel every single month consistently on a residual basis. Let's say you focus, you're a serious leader, you're taking this business very seriously, you're here for the long run, because guess what? Bitnamix is built for the long run thanks to the unilevel. And you say, you know what? I'm going to get 5 people into this business myself. And then once you get those 5, you're going to show or help those 5 do the same exact thing. Well, in this example, this is showing you what a team driven around a lot of great leaders that work all together, if they all set their goals to get 5 apiece and help it going all the way down to those 6 levels, well, that basically means you have 5 people at level 1, 25 people at level 2, 125 people at level 3, and you can see how it goes forward. Now check out level 6, where 5 people keep being brought in by each single person on your levels above you. You could potentially have over 15,600 partners at your 6th level. That level alone will pay you 16.16 Bitcoin. If you add up all 6 levels together, that's a total residual income of 18.31 Bitcoins, which again, this is a little bit less than what it actually is because Bitcoin is now worth over 11 grand. But this was $195,000 when Bitcoin was at 10,150. So now it's even over $200,000 a month. So before I move forward, by a show of hands, hearts, I forget what emoji or what engagement in there, who would not mind making 200K every single month consistently? And again, this is without the 2x2 matrix. This is just the power of the unilevel that's inside of Bitnamix, which again is the reason why Bitnamix has the ability to be here for the long run and not just be a quick, temporary. For those who've been in the industry a while, a quick 5, 6, 7 month money grab for just a small amount of people. For those of you who really want to shake hands and work with us here in Bitnamix, this aspect of the compensation plan alone can pay you an amazing residual income. I myself and Alfredo also included are involved in another business where we continue to still see 4-figure checks sometimes 5-figure checks every single month. And we continue to pay our monthly fees in that business. Why? Because they keep paying us. They're still partners building that business. So I still make that residual income. So I make sure that my debit card always has the funds to pay that monthly fee and continue to get my 4 or 5-figure income every single month. So by a show of hands, hearts, loves, tell me who loves the unilevel and the 6th level unilevel, where you can earn a huge amount of Bitcoin on a month-by-month basis, not just a one-time thing or only a few time things when you're just recruiting every single month. So I'm going to stop the share, go back to the screen here and say hello and just kind of look at the comments, see what you guys are thinking. Again, share this on your newsfeed, share this on your wall. We're almost there. We're at 70. I was hoping to get to 100. So you guys will let me down a little bit.
Bro. I see a lot of hearts. I never seen a unilevel pay out larger percentages as the levels go deeper. It's usually the opposite.
Yeah, and look, you can have it, you can look at it either which way, but think about it. I mean, it's simple to think about it. How much work can you do yourself in recruiting? There's a limit to how much you can do yourself. However, you know that if you have 5, 6, 7, 8 people in your 2nd level, those 5, 6, 7 people can outwork you. I mean, some people can't. Look, Alfredo's worth so much. I'm worth so much. So if you can get an Alfredo or Dios or anyone like that in your 2nd level, 3rd level, obviously some people come at a different level. But talking about your average marketer, your average person you're going to recruit, you're all going to build at about the same level. 1 person a week, 2 people a week, 3 people a week. Well, as you start growing, your levels start expanding, getting wider, you're going to earn more off of the deeper levels. So that's the reason it was designed and built that way.
Yeah, let me explain the power in this for those who don't understand. Yeah, some companies do it the other way around, but what benefit is that to you to build a team, right? And what you got to understand, we already have, I spoke to one of the leaders today, and I don't even think they realize the power in what they're building. They're doing a team build, which is awesome, right? But I don't think what they realize, the power of the unilevel as they reach level 6, right? And let's say they got 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 all the way down to 6. By the time you hit level 6, you can end up with hundreds or even thousands of people, right? That you didn't have to bring in, that you're getting paid more for. Any business I built, I've had bigger teams on the down line, not on my front line. I'm only one person. But if I got 10 people and those 10 people are going out there and busting their butts and they're going out there and building their team and building their incomes, I'm going to end up with a bigger income at the bottom than at the top. And that's what you guys have to realize. That is, oh, so Jessica was saying that's amazing. It is amazing. And I'm so glad that you see it, because I want people to really put that in perspective. Listen, a matrix alone, which we have other smart contract deals that do that, it's great. But let me tell you something, no matter how big of a team I've built in some of those programs, my income can literally go to zero if no other sales are coming in. And that's not just me, that's me, my team, their team. If nothing is happening, there's no money being made, period. But with the residual program, what you guys are going to see down the line, that this is going to be even more powerful than the matrix itself, because you're going to have teams levels deep that you didn't even bring into the system that are paying you more than your top level team, guys. I'm telling you, it's amazing. Some people are seeing that right now. And the cool thing is they're getting paid daily. Right now, we just hitting the renewal point since we've been live, and people are starting to see the compound unilevel, because now the 30 days that they will work in the system, people are starting to renew with the new people that are coming into the system paying their activation. So now it's starting to double. Next month is going to triple, it's going to compound. And that's only like, as it gets deeper, it just gets more and more. And again, guys, this gets paid out daily. You know, you don't have to wait 30 days for your residual. You don't have to sit there and like, man, I got to pay my car note, my mortgage. I can't wait for that residual to hit. Nah, it gets paid every single day directly to your wallet. The company doesn't hold or store your money, guys. It's truly amazing. And again, the matrix is just, that's just like, the unilevel is going to be the main thing. The matrix is going to be like a gift. Like, you're going to wake up one day and see some spillover. You're going to cycle out. And you're going to be like, holy crap, where did this freaking half a Bitcoin come from? You know? So guys, this is really, really amazing. And, you know, as we talk about the matrix now, I actually want to get into it. So if you don't mind, let's see, how do I,
yeah, you should be able to share a screen. While you start sharing the screen, I want to add one thing. Think about also for your leaders. So for those of you who join, you know, a big guru, a big leader, or something like that, think about how much more they're incentivized to say, you know what, let me look at a few or a handful of my team members who are leading the way and are recruiting, and help them build their downline. Because the reality of it, me as a leader, would I rather have 100 people that I bring in at level 1 at 3%, or would I rather have people at the 3rd level, 4th level, or 5th level? I'd rather work with some of those team members below me that I brought in, because if I help them recruit, I help them build, whether it's giving them sales. You know, I'm not going to tell leaders how to run their business. You got to run your own downlines the way you want. But think about how some leaders can be incentivized to tell themselves, you know what, it does make sense for me to help some of my team members duplicate and build, because I want to get in on that 42% in level 6, or that I forget what the 25% on level 5. So you want more and more people on those levels than you do at the top levels. So just another aspect of how it even incentivizes leaders, recruiters to help their team and get their team to duplicate in order to win higher percentage on the residual.
Yeah, that is awesome, guys. And I'm telling you, you're going to see the power in this as it starts to compound. And here's one thing I really wanted to keep in mind. I've been in this business for quite some time now. And one of the things that one of the mistakes I made before is thinking that it's all about me and how I have to do everything myself, right? So what you have to realize is that what you want to do is spend your time now to build your team, build your network, train them, teach them, teach them how to duplicate you, which we also have a lot of training ourselves in the group. So you don't have to do all the training yourself. We have a training side. We're going to talk about that later. But the point is, if you build your team, like when they say, build it and they will come, right? If you build your team, the income will come. God forbid, one day you just want to take some time off. You know how many times I did that? I think deals just to check on me, like, dude, you're still alive? Like, I would take time off. When I say time, I don't mean a day or two. Like, there'll be weeks where I'm off the grid, right? But sometimes we need that in our lives. But the beautiful part, and I swear, is that I spent so much time in the beginning months building my team and my business that I could actually afford to take a month off or 2 months off, and my income doesn't change because of what I built, because of the residual, not because of my frontline sales, but because of what I built in the beginning when I went out there and hustled and hustled. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I worked hard. There's been sleepless nights. There's a lot of things we do, but it's just like a house or building. When you build it and it's done, people will come. And that's what you guys have to learn. And that's where the real business is built. People make money for the long term. That short-term upfront money only lasts, but very short time. But this will last you a very long time. And like I said, you can build this with confidence, knowing that your members are getting paid. No one's running off with your Bitcoin like they did in the past. And it's just an amazing, amazing feeling, especially when you wake up and you see deposits were made while you were sleeping because your team is out there doing the work that you trained them to do, or we trained them for you, guys. So I don't want to stay too long on that. I mean, this is like super exciting, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and get into the matrix, since we were already on that topic. See my screen?
Yep.
Awesome, guys. So now I'm going to get into one of my favorite parts, aside from the unit level. And again, I was just so like, when this program first dropped, I was super excited because not only did it have one of my best frontline money grabbers on top, but also the unit level, which was like, it was just so, I'm like, wow, so this really puts the icing on the cake. Not only can I make money with one of my favorite comp plans with the 2x2 matrix, but they also added the residual, which really like just blew my mind. So I'm going to go ahead and explain the 2x2. If you guys ever did a 2x2 matrix before, just drop in the comments below. You might be a little familiar. I'm actually going to go a little more detail and show how the front money is made. Let's take a swig of water. All right, guys. So the 2x2 matrix, all right, it's very simple. It's a 2x2 follow me matrix that pays out 100% in Bitcoin per spot. This is very important, guys. I want you to take a mental note. In the past, even now, there are programs out there that have 2x2 follow me matrix. I'm gonna explain what a follow me means. That pay you when you cycle, meaning you invest your money, you grab a spot in the matrix, and then you have to wait for the 6 people to fill it up before you can get paid, which is usually triple the amount. What we did in Bitnamix is that you actually get paid per spot, so you don't have to wait to cycle. Every spot in the matrix is paying someone, whether it's paying you or the person above you if they land on their pay line, which I'm going to explain in a second. This is powerful because, again, no one's holding your money. You get paid per spot as the spots fill up. Instant payments straight to your wallets, no waiting to withdraw, none of that stuff. That's just an extra headache that I'm sure the company doesn't need. They just want to send the money out and not have to worry about it. So on top of that, the unit level we already discussed, it's monthly residual that pays 6 levels deep. That deals just went up to infinity. What we mean by infinity is that at the bottom of the 6th level, it can go as wide to infinity, all right? And you'll get paid on every person that hits that 6th level. They also have monthly contests and giveaways as well. And there's monthly reward programs that award members in Bitcoin as well, guys. So 2x2 follow me matrix, like I said, pays out 100% in Bitcoin per spot, which means you don't have to wait to cycle. Here are the 13 matrix levels that Bitnamix currently has. It's paid in Bitcoin. Doesn't matter on the US dollar value of it. That means if you come in while the Bitcoin is low, you could not only earn from the matrix, but you could also earn as the price goes up, which already has happened. Guys, a few years ago, we did a program just like this and the same thing happened, but at like a dramatic level. Like when we started this business, Bitcoin was barely touching $1,000. As we grew the business with the same matrix, it ended up going up to like, I think as high as 19 to 20,000 with the same matrix level. So just imagine, not only you're tripling your Bitcoin, but you're like 10xing your income because of the price hike. So guys, right now, Bitcoin is going up. It's actually, I looked again before the presentation, it went up a couple of $100. So I suggest if you're watching this presentation, guys, get in now. We don't know where Bitcoin is headed, but we can honestly suggest it's probably going to go as high as 6 figures. A lot of experts are saying it's going to go that high. So you want to be there now before it gets to that price point. So All 13 matrix cycle and close the same exact way, but they work independently, which means not one has to do with the other, which means you can simply have matrix number 4, which is a 0.05, have that, you know, cycle out and pay you more than matrix number 1. It doesn't matter. There's no order to it. All it is different price points, different payouts. Okay, but you do have to get them in order. So once you register for Bitnamix, you start out with matrix number 1 and you start working your way up all the way to 13. But again, each one works individually, so not one will hold you back from getting paid from the other. And all payments on all matrices are paid instantly to your wallet. Now, as a matter of fact, the other day we had someone got paid on the 11 matrix. That's more than half a Bitcoin. That's probably about $6,000-7,000 instantly paid to their wallet, guys. Truly amazing. So this is how it looks. That's you on the top. Now the first two, which is spot 1 and 2, those are 2 people that you could personally sponsor, or they can be spillover, which we'll explain in a little bit. Those 2 spots don't pay you, they pay the person above you. It doesn't necessarily mean it's your sponsor. It could be wherever matrix you landed on, they're going to pay that person above you in the matrix. The bottom 4 spots are considered your pay line. Those are the ones that pay you 100%. That's why we tell you that you can triple your Bitcoin, because you're going to pay once, right? And not to mention, you only pay once ever. You never have to pay again. And you own the matrix forever, right? You pay once, and then on the bottom 4 spots, you're getting paid on spot number 3, 4, 5 in no particular order. And then the spot number 6, that one will actually close your matrix, which will cause you to what we call a cycle, which empties out your matrix. That one is done, is put into the archives, and it actually pays for you to re-enter a new one. That's why you never have to pay again, because that final spot in the matrix will actually pay you to to start a new one. So that's how that works. And let's talk about a little bit of how this, there's different ways that this matrix can fill up and pay you. So let's say in this example, you actually sponsor all 6 people. All right, you're going to get paid 3 times the amount that you paid to come in this matrix, whatever matrix it is. So if it's the 0.005 matrix, at the end of it, you're going to end up with 0.015 matrix. 15 Bitcoin, right? But if you sponsor all 6 people yourself, this is how it looks. 1 and 2 pays your upline, 3, 4, and 5 pay you, 6 cause you to cycle out, which gives you a brand new matrix to do this again. And you never have to pay, because it's going to pay you to enter it. So in this scenario, right, you notice the diagram doesn't change at all, because it all works the same, but the way the sponsorship happens can change depending on how you're working. If you're sponsoring people, if your upline is bringing people in. So I'm gonna explain this. So let's say now, like we talked about before, you go ahead, I was using 10 people, right? Let's just say you had 6 people. And those 6 people, you train them to go out there and duplicate your success. You train them, they know what to do, they go out there and they're doing their job. Let's say all 6 of them actually go out there and take and cycle out their matrix. This is what the follow me concept comes into place, guys. I want you to picture this in your head and understand this. Follow me matrix means that every person that you personally sponsor, right, will follow you into your matrix every single time. That means they have to take one of the spots out of the 6 in your matrix every single time they cycle. So in this example, let's say you brought 6 people, and those 6 people actually cycled out their matrices and they end up under you again. What's going to happen is that's going to cause you to cycle out again and get paid 3 times the amount all over again without having to pay. Remember, I told you guys, you only pay once and that's it. So that's how the follow me system works. And that's why it's so powerful, because as you're building your team and as they're going out there and promoting the system, they're marketing, they're building their businesses and stuff like that, they're going to end up recycling their matrices. And what's going to happen is every time they do, they're going to land on yours all over again. So technically, if you only had 6 people, and those 6 people were just rock stars and working their business, you really never have to personally recruit again. Not to say that that's what I want you to do, but technically speaking, that's all you would have to do, to make a lot of money here. Now, in this example, guys, let's say you personally sponsor number one or number two. And those two people actually personally sponsor two people, which means number one sponsors 3 and 4, and number two sponsors 5 and 6. Guess what, guys? Is the same exact thing. So instead of you bringing 6 people in, you only brought in 2, but those 2 went out there and duplicated and brought in 2, and then those 2 brought in 2 and stuff like that. As that's happening, that's causing the matrix to cycle, and you get paid 3 times again. You get paid 3 times the initial investment all over again. So I want you guys to get the picture that it doesn't matter which form or fashion you recruit, you sponsor, your team recruits, or they sponsor, or whoever's working. As long as the 6 spots fill up, you're going to end up with 3 times the amount that you paid to come in, and you're going to have an empty matrix that's going to allow you to do it again without ever having to pay for that matrix again, guys. Now, here's a question I get all the time. Me and Deals, we get it a lot. So look, what if I don't recruit anyone? Am I going to make money? We like to say yes and no. I always tell people yes and no, because I don't like to guarantee anything. But at the same time, it is possible for you to earn money even if you don't bring anyone into the system. If you guys are curious on how that's possible, let me know in the comments, and I'll go ahead and show you guys. I'm going to take a swig of water real quick. Let's see in the comments. If you want to know how to make money with the system without recruiting a single person, not to say that I'm an advocate of it, but it is possible. I don't want you to say, hey, I made money today, but I didn't recruit anyone. Well, don't say I didn't tell you so. Okay, so this is how it works, guys. This is so amazing, all right? Pay attention. Put your wife to sleep, put your kids in the closet, whatever it is. I want you to pay full attention, because this is going to be life-changing for those who are watching. Let's say you're at the top again, and your sponsor actually forces 2 people under you because they need to fill in the 6 in order to complete their matrix, right? So it's by force. So this is what we call spillover, right? So you're under your sponsor. Your sponsor is a rock star. They're going out there and they're building a big team. They go out there and they bring in you, they bring in someone else, and then they bring in the other 4 people. What's going to happen is those 2 out of the 4 have to be put on you because it has to fill in the matrix, right? So now number 1 and number 2 were spillover. That's what we call spillover from your upline. And let's say those 2 people went out and recruited 2 people each, right? So number 1 recruited 3 and 4. Number 2 brought in 5 and 6. In this scenario, you didn't bring anybody. All you did was you activated your account and you activated your matrix, or as many matrices as you want, because this can happen at any matrix at any time. That's all you did. You sat there, you followed, a good leader. They said, hey, just join my team. I'm gonna train you guys, whatever. They hopped on board. You guys joined a good team. And look, what happens is they forced 2 people onto you. Those 2 people went out there and recruited 2 people each. You didn't bring anybody into the system yet. And you're still going to end up with 3 times the amount that you paid for that matrix, guys. That's why the system is so powerful. I love the 2x2 follow me matrix. This is a great way to generate a lot of Bitcoin up front. And then you pair that with the unilevel, not only going to make money up front, which is a great way to pay for your marketing, it's a great way to pay for ads, it's a great way to, to pay for tools and software and things to keep growing your business. As you're earning that money up front, you are building your unilevel, right? Which is going to pay you months and months to come. That's what's so powerful about this system, guys. So I want to get into a few benefits of Bitnamix, and I'll pass it back to Deals real quick. Guys, here are some of the benefits, guys. We have an automated Telegram notification bot that lets members know when they got paid, when they get new members, and when they need to pay their monthly fees, et cetera, et cetera. So it's great to notify you. It's way more powerful than email because it never misses your inbox, right? And at the same time, it's great for social proof. And now we are the first ones in this entire industry to have an in-house credit card processor right on the site that allows you to acquire Bitcoin, which means you don't have to wait for Coinbase or Cash App or ID verifications, all that other nonsense that just sets you back days or weeks, right? You literally create a account with Bitnamix. You go in there and say, look, I don't have no Bitcoin. Well, there's a place for you to acquire Bitcoin right on the site that allows you to get started right away. I mean, within minutes, you can purchase the Bitcoin. It'll be sent to the wallet that you choose. And this is available in over 100 countries. And they also added Apple Pay as well. You could get started for very small capital. You could get started for as little as 0.006 Bitcoin, which around this time is like what, like $7. Literally $7 will get you started, guys. 100% of all the income goes to the members. And also, like I said, Bitnamix doesn't take or keep any of your crypto. It gets paid out to the members directly to your wallets. You don't have to worry about withdrawal or waiting or some of these other deals that, I don't know. I can't even like talk about how ridiculous some of these other programs are that you have to like invest more money to pull your money out. It's so stupid, right? But this is a straightforward deal with everyone gets paid 100%, of course, minus the transaction fees, which we have no control of, straight to your wallets. And you know what the beautiful thing? Not only is Bitcoin the king of crypto, but also, you know, there's been other programs that use Ethereum on smart contracts that all of a sudden the gas prices went to the roof, and because of that, the whole business kind of like stalled, right? And we couldn't control it at all. It was under no one's control that it just happened. That doesn't happen over here in Bitcoin. Whatever the transactions cost, that's what they cost now. That's what they're going to cost later. Obviously, they go up and down sometimes with the market, but it's never going to go from like what we like a couple bucks to a couple of hundred. That doesn't happen. So, for very small transaction fees, you guys can uh, be a part of this business. Again, I showed you this 13 income generating matrices that all work independently on their own. As you start to level up, your income will start to triple as well. And the project's 100% decentralized, written with a Bitcoin smart code. It's not a smart contract, because if we told you smart contract will be false advertising. The smart code works just like a smart contract. It's just lingo. It's just technical lingo. It behaves exactly the same, where it allows members to get paid directly through the blockchain, and all the transactions are transparent, guys. They're right on the blockchain. You can see everything. There's nothing to be hidden. There's no admins needed to run this system at all, guys. Literally, the payments are being sent out 24/7 without someone having to hit a magic button and say, withdrawal. That doesn't exist, and that's what I love about this system, guys. That we can actually go to sleep, wake up knowing that the system is running 24/7. Instant payouts directly to your wallet, where you control the private keys. No one is going to touch your Bitcoin ever, guys, and no need to wait for a withdrawal. You don't know how annoying that is, and you just sit there and pray, hey, maybe today I'll get my money, maybe not. It depends on the company owners if they want to pay us or not. The income is unlimited. You can earn as much. There's no cap to how much you can earn a day, a week, a month. There's literally no cap. The more you go out there and work, the more money you make. Like I said, it's transparency. All transactions are verifiable on the blockchain. There's no gimmicks, no scams, nothing hidden here. It's simple, lucrative, very easy. It's a 2x2 matrix unilevel. That's it. You don't need to do all these crazy things. You literally sign up. You have your access to your back office. You activate your account for 25 bucks, and you start unlocking your matrices, and then you go to town. That's it. No need to worry about hackers or Project Sam, because there's no companies holding your money. They don't hold your money, so you don't have to worry about anyone trying to hack or run off with your stuff, guys. Again, the money gets paid directly to you, and no private keys are ever exchanged, so you don't have to worry about that. No hack. There's nothing to hack because there's nothing to steal. And you can earn even extra without referring anyone. Like I said, I already explained in the spillover. Just a few more things, guys, some more cool stuff, and I'll give it back to Dios real quick. We provide you with a training site that literally shows you step by step how to set up your account, how to get a wallet, how to buy Bitcoin, how to unlock your matrices, a few pointers about blockchain, all things like that. We give that to you free just by signing up. Here's one of my favorite things, guys, okay? And this was just added recently. It wasn't there when the company first launched, is that there's a company-wide rotator. Now, as much as I hate that word and I cringe because people use that word the wrong way, they use it to like sleaze people in and all this stuff. Yo, we promise you this. Listen, here's the deal. I'm going to be transparent and totally forward with you with this. There is a company-wide rotator. That means every active member in Bitnamix has an opportunity to get someone from the rotator. We don't know when, we don't know how, and we don't know who. All we know is that everyone has an opportunity. Let me rephrase that. Every active member, that means you're active, you paid your 25 bucks, has an opportunity to get signups from the company-wide rotator. How it works? Very simple. The Bitnamix.com website rotates random active members. That simple. So if someone Googles Bitnamix, they do a Google search, they land on the company site, they try to sign up. It doesn't ask them to give them a sponsor. It used to, but you know, they figured it would be easier just to give the signups away. So it used to ask for a sponsor number. If you don't have one, they can't sign up. Now it just randomly picks an active member, which is amazing because you can literally just wake up one day and find someone in your team. You don't know where they came from. You don't know how it works. Bitnamix don't even know where they came from. All they know is whenever someone goes to the homepage to sign up, it rotates an active member every single time. Social media recognition, guys. You guys get recognized for leveling up and some of the income you produce as well. They have an Instagram page where they showcase some of our members, Facebook, all that stuff. You know, it's really built around you guys, and we want you guys to be recognized for your hard work, recognition. So you get a lot of that. The Telegram notification bot, I did explain it, but it's not launched yet. We'll be launching soon. There's also a built-in marketing system that's going to be launching soon, which means you don't have to really go out there and purchase outside marketing systems. Right inside Bitnamix, you'll have a lead capture page with a built-in marketing system to help close your sales for you guys. So I'll give it back to Dios. Could talk about some other stuff, and then we're going to do stay to the end because we're going to give away some Bitcoin, and we're going to announce the new contest for all those active members. Start liking, sharing, and commenting. We're going to start giving away some Bitcoin, guys.
Yeah, so awesome. A lot of great information. Look, folks, so to sum it up, I mean, Bitnamix is basically a transparent, smart coded system. It's not a smart contract. It can't be referred to as a smart contract. But, you know, as Alfredo was talking about, then one conversation I had with a lot of people, it's, you know, I'm not going to mention any other companies. We're part of other companies. But the thing with smart contracts are amazing. Like everything has pros and cons. But Alfredo said it, you know, what happens when gas fees are ridiculous? Like you can't do anything because a smart contract, once it's written, once it's built and it's launched, that's it. It's done. It can't be changed. It can't be edited for the better or for the difference. Some of you probably right now are watching this where you were with the company that you had to now go and reinvest into another type of thing for the same company. So, you know, with this, that doesn't happen. I mean, first and foremost, it's Bitcoin, so you don't have to worry about the gas fees. I do remember years ago when I first got into Bitcoin, gas fees do get a little crazy. Nothing like the gas fees in other stuff, but we can still survive that and go over that. And again, because it's not a smart contract, it's a smart code, things can be changed and edited to better you and get paid and not have to go through all that heartache of having to reinvest and go and get more packages in another type of crypto. So wanted to share that. So I know right now a lot of that are watching are from My Income Club. A lot of you guys are watching because someone shared this video with you. So let me go back to the screen. You guys should be seeing the screen. So the next step, very, very simple. We do have a contest, so stay tuned. We're going to have some giveaways. There's a few things here. We got some additional, a few more slides to go through. But before we go and before anybody gets off of this, I want to let everyone know that if you're not involved in Bitnamix already, someone shared this video with you. Get back with whoever invited you and get started. For those of you from My Income Club, for the marketing system that Alfredo and I actually developed and created, look, very simple. You guys know how we roll. You guys know how we do things. We don't just give links and get people to join and skip. That's actually the opposite of why we created My Income Club. It's so that you follow your sponsor. So if you're interested in Bitnamix and you're coming from the My Income Club marketing system that we own and we created, I would tell you, go back to your sponsor, go into your My Income Club system, log in, up in the top right, meet my sponsor, and reach out to your sponsor to get their link for Bitnamix. I would say within probably 3 to 4 days, either by the end of the weekend or by Monday of next week, maybe Tuesday at the latest, you will very likely see Bitnamix within the back office of My Income Club. So I just want to let that know for all the My Income Club people. For those of you who have shared, again, like I said, just go back to whoever shared this video with you. And if there's always one or two, I don't know how or why, that get this and no one shared it with them. But if you have no idea who shared with this with you, you have no idea how you got to this video, we're very simply go to bitnamix.com. There's the word up there on the top left, bitnamix.com. Click on register, and you're going to get to witness and see how the company-wide rotator works, and you'll just join a random person that's already in actually not a random person, a random active person that's in Bitnamix, because you do have to be active within the system in order to qualify for that as well.